Welcome to the 5th Annual Forest City Invitational Dodgeball Tournament Pool Selection Video. The tournament is taking place Saturday, January 28th at our brand new location, Fanshawe College, which in some ways isn't brand new because it's where the first London Dodgeball Tournament was held. We have 53 registered teams this year, making it the largest single-day dodgeball tournament in Canada, and that's all thanks to you guys, so thank you very, very much. My name is Steve Hickson, and I'll be your moderator today. I've been part of the London Dodgeball League for a very long time, and I'm also on the board of directors of Dodgeball Canada. Also, on behalf of Dodgeball Canada, Dwayne Wazinski, the president of the board, sent a quick message. I would like to congratulate you on hosting the largest single-day tournament in Canada. We know that hosting an event of that magnitude comes with a number of challenges, both logistical and resource-related. But like so many things, it is done for the love of the sport and benefit of the community. We hope to see the Forest City Invitational as a fixture on the calendar for years to come. We very much appreciate the support of the London Dodgeball League and look forward to working together in the future. Best wishes, Dwayne Wazinski, President, Dodgeball Canada. So, wanted to let you guys know the rec division starts at 9 a.m., the comp division starts at 3, and here are some highlights that you'll see at the tournament this year that I think will make it one of the best ever. There's going to be 6 courts. There's going to be refs on every single court. There's going to be massage, courtesy of students at the Darcy Lane Institute between 12:30 and 4:30. It'll be $2 for 5 minutes and $5 for 15 minutes, so amazing deal. So check in at the registration desk when you arrive about getting your massage tickets. There's also going to be a 50-50 draw with all the proceeds going to Dodgeball Canada towards the 2017 World Championships in Toronto this fall. There's drinks and food in the cafeteria, which is literally just down the hall from the gym. There's lots of free parking, lots of free spectator seating. There will be no fire alarms that go off if a dodgeball happens to hit one. There'll be tons of room in the student lounge or the hallways outside of the gym for your teams to hang out. And some of the best teams in Ontario and outside our province will be there, including teams from Illinois, Minnesota, New York, Michigan, and Quebec. And finally, the WDBF World Championship trophy will be on display at the event. So for a visual walkthrough on how to get to Fanshawe College and the gym, check out the video that's on the London Dodgeball League page on YouTube. Before we get started, I want to once again thank you to all our captains for bringing your teams out to this event. Some of you are coming from really far away. We really appreciate that. We know you're going to have a great time. We're going to work incredibly hard to make sure you have a good time. So once again, thank you so much for coming to the Forest City Invitational. So now I'd like to introduce our commentators for today. We have Megan McHugh and Blair Keating, and they are both players in the London Dodgeball League and staples on the tournament circuit as well. So thanks to both of you for offering your insights today. So also in the room helping out, we have Chris Mileman. Say hi.
Hi.
We have
Hey,
Destiny.
Hi.
Hey, Destiny. And we have Dick.
Hey.
Hey, Dick.
And they are here to either help or distract us. We haven't quite figured that out yet, but I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is how it's going to work for selecting the teams for each pool. So we have playing cards with every team name written on those cards. Chris Milemans is going to come up, and he is going to offer a card to each one of us, and we will pull the team name and read it to you as we go along. Once we pull all the team names for that pool, we'll then have Blair and Megan will chat about who they think are the best bets and the teams to expect to be the ones to beat in that pool. So yeah, and also if a team registers for the tournament after the recording of this video, they'll be added to the pools at a later date. So before we get started, first of all, I'd like to thank the organizers of the Detroit Cup, who were stealing the idea of a pool selection video from. Thank you so much, Detroit Cup guys. Also would like to thank Jasmine Bentley. She did a fantastic job designing our brand new tournament logo. So Jasmine, thank you. You did a great job. We really appreciate it. Also like to thank you, Suki, May, and Peter Sugar, who are hosting us today and allowing us to use their cottage to film this video. Thank you so much, Suki and Peter. All right, let's get going. All right, so now we'd like to bring up Chris Milemans to begin the drawing of the teams for Pool A of the Rec Division.
First up, we have Pocket Monster Red from Toronto.
Okay. Next we have Anonymous from London.
And the Scooby Dooby Dodge from Toronto.
We have DUI from London and Sarnia.
Followed by another London team, There Will Be Blood.
And another London team as well from the Sport and Social Club, Drunken Towels. All right, so Blair, who are your favorites for Pool A for the Rec Division?
Well, Steve, this pool has a lot of London representation. It also has a couple Toronto teams. I think the top two, from what I can see here, is DUI and Anonymous. I'll start out with DUI. They're a London Sarnia team. They have a lot of good players from the A Division and LDL that have also played in the Sarnia League as well. They're a very experienced team and should be tough to beat. Anonymous also has a lot of good players. Ryan Wallace and Matt Cowell. Patrick Archer is a very good catcher as well, so that team is going to be very tough to beat as well.
All right, what do you think, Megan? Who are your picks?
Honestly, as much as there's a lot of London players in this bracket here, I'm rooting for Pocket Monsters Red from Toronto. They're representing the LGBTQ community, which is great. Captained by Twan and Andrew. I think they have a lot of really well-rounded players on that team, a lot of solid catchers, and they're really great at countering as well. So I definitely would put them as a team to watch out for in the A pool.
Okay, looks like an amazing pool. Just like we just got started and already, this is looking really interesting. So let's one more time take a look at the teams in Pool A of the Rec Division. Okay, so now it's time to choose the teams for Pool B, and there'll be 7 teams in this pool as opposed to the 6 that were chosen for Pool A. So once again, Chris Milemans, bring up your magic cards and we'll pick out the teams.
Magic cards and your sexy haircut.
Thanks, Chris. First team in Pool B is Pocket Monsters Blue out of Toronto, the LGBT.
All right, and another LGBT community coming out of Toronto is Rumble.
And also from Toronto, Aftershock.
It's a great name, Steve.
Yes.
Out of London, we have Rebel Alliance.
We also have the Dodge Mahal coming right out of London as well.
And our second last team that we're choosing for this pool is Brass Knuckles from Ottawa. And choose the last one.
And the last team, I love this name, Royale with Cheese from London.
Nice, nice. All right, so that's Pool B. Okay, so Pool B looking really interesting. Megan, what are you thinking?
I'm a huge Pulp Fiction fan, so I'm obviously going to choose the team Royale with Cheese.
Right, isn't Larry and Daisy on that team?
Top-notch players on that team,
Who
for
else
sure.
they got? Anyone else?
T-Sun is their captain,
No
and then
idea.
Keeley Waddingham, I think is
no
their
clue.
pronunciation.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them.
Well, anyway, I mean, with Larry and Daisy,
Who needs them?
they'll carry the team anyway. So, yeah, I agree with you. They should do well. Blair, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, Steve, we got 2 teams here that I'm like to discuss here. There's the Team Rumble from Toronto LGBT community. They have Guy from London/Toronto playing and Joe Belico playing. And I'm sure they have a lot of supportive players on their roster, which will have those 2 elite players play together. I'd also like to talk about Rebel Alliance from London. They have they're veterans of the LDL, and they should be a pretty strong team in the Rec Division. We wish them luck and hope they do well.
Okay. So another really interesting division coming up for the 4-City Invitational Rec Division. That was Pool B. Let's take one more look at the teams in this pool. All right, now to help us choose the teams for Pool C for the Rec Division, Chris Milemans.
So first up we have from Toronto, the Serial Killers.
Right. Then we have Ballbusters from Durham.
And Fresh and the Furious from Toronto.
Then we have Where's the Beer Tent, one of the best team names I've seen so far. They're from Mississauga and Brampton.
All right. And from Toronto, we have Pocket Monsters Yellow.
And once again from Toronto, Rainbow Unicorn.
All right. And the last team for Pool C is Angry Clams from Toronto.
All right, so amazing teams in this pool. Blair, what are you thinking?
My pick, Steve, is a team called Where's the Beer Tent. Besides their great name, they have a lot of good players that I've seen and I've played with before at tournaments. Especially, they have Eric Stone, who's fresh off his national team, U.S. team appearance. He's an amazing player, very tough to get out. And in this division, I think he's going to be a real force.
Okay.
He has a lot of good supporting players with Brad Taylor and Fielding Howard, a defensive specialist. So that's my pick for this pool.
Great. Megan, who do you like?
Okay, first I want to say, Chun, Kyle, I know how to pronounce your name. Much love for my Smash Bros. I'm going to go with Pocket Monsters Yellow. They have a pretty stacked team from what I can see, captained by Natasha. She has Bay on the team as well. But they also have another, Team USA player on their team. So we got Cody from TC Boosh, again, also representing his own country. And that's going to be a really hard team to beat in this pool.
So every team from Toronto except for one, right?
Well,
in this pool?
Durham's pretty
Durham.
close,
Yeah.
so
Toronto GTA.
GTA,
So,
yeah.
it's a GTA bracket.
yeah. All right, so that was Pool C for the Rec Division. Let's take one more look at the teams in this pool. Okay, now to help us choose the final teams, actually the order of Pool D, because obviously there's only so many teams left. Chris Milemans.
So first team is the Blue Balls from Hamilton.
Second team is actually my team, Talk Nerdy to Me, in London.
Third team from Toronto, the Total Decimations.
And the fourth team is Beastie Balls from London.
Right out of Belleville, we have Balls to the Walls.
And from the GTA, Justice League.
And last but not least, we have the BPM Scrubs from Brampton.
All right, so yet again, another really interesting pool in the Rec Division. This is Pool D. Megan, what do you think? I think this is a kind of a tough one.
Yeah, this is a tough pool. I honestly think that a lot of the teams are pretty even across the board. Each team has, a few veteran players that can really help rally. I can't even pick a team that I would want to put all my chips on. I just kind of want to give every team like 2 or 3 chips and just call it even.
It's a lot
Yeah,
of chips. Okay, Blair, yeah. what do you think?
I totally agree with you, Megan. A lot of Toronto, Hamilton, GTA talent spread out in this particular pool. Going through all the rosters, it looks pretty even on all the teams. But my pick is going to be Talk Nerdy to Me, which is actually Megan's team.
Thanks.
They debuted in LDL in the B League, and they did very well. At one point, I looked at the standings; they're like 15-1. So they're a very good team, and I wish them luck. They got a lot of skill there, and yeah. So I
It'll
pick.
be a lot of fun. It's going to be for most of them, the first tournament that they're going to be doing. So.
And and that's something that I think all of us agree. We want the Force City Invitational to be the kind of event where even if you've never played before, come on out, play in the Rec Division though, and have a really good time. I mean, we always want people to try the sport, and for people who have been playing maybe just in league and has never been in a tournament and exposed to other styles of play. Hey, this is a great tournament for that because there's people coming from all over, and you'll see tons of different ways of playing the game. So Once again, I want to thank everyone for coming out to the tournament this year. I think the rec division looks great. I mean, the pools, I don't think there was any obvious winners, would you say, in any pool. There were ones that you thought might do better, but maybe no obvious winners. So I think that's really interesting as well. So once again, thank you so much for coming out to the tournament. We hope you have a great day. Make sure you follow our Facebook event page for updates and information about the event. And as I mentioned earlier, if you're not sure how to get to Fanshawe College or where to go once you arrive, please feel free to check out the video. Maybe you'll put a link in somewhere in this video to the other video or something. Anyway, it's on the London Dodgeball League YouTube page. So once again, thank you so much and have a great time at the tournament.